And joining me right now here on the Mark Moses Show podcast to preview probably the game of the night coming up this Friday night here on the Space Coast. Yes, it is Gallie and Coco, 7 o'clock with the kick. We're now joined by the head football coach of the Commodores. Yes, head coach of Gallie, Chris Sands. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
Hey, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you are laser focused on the game. Let's start there. How excited are you and the team to be playing Coco this Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another game for us. We feel like it's a vital part of our season, being right in the middle of the season to kind of get some momentum going into district play. But yeah, we just take 1 week at a time, whether it's Coco or TFA or Titusville or Merritt Island, whoever it is on our schedule. We're going to go in prepared and prepared to have a great week of practice. At the beginning of the week and. That's where we are right now. And, obviously our kids are naturally excited going against an in-county team. But we kind of keep everything the same way and just kind of, try to get our guys to give our best bet in practice.
I know you personally know the head football coach at Coco, Ryan Schneider. He's a great guy. How do you approach this game where it's like, Coco, they lose, they win, they look great, especially they looked great last week. Is it one of those things like, hey, this is a great football team we're going to be taking on Friday?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we know as, Coach Snyder and Coach Folsom on the defensive side of their program do a great job coaching those guys up. So we know they're going to be well coached with those two guys, kind of at the helm. So we got to be prepared in that aspect. Obviously, they're always going to have athletes with them being Coco. But again, the team that executes better and that plays with discipline, I think is going to be the team that comes on top.
You guys played last week against First Academy, which you talked about, losing 12-8. Hard-fought game. What happened in that football game, Coach?
Yeah, it was frustrating. I thought our game plan was really, really good about controlling the football. We had a chance to win. We gave up one big play at the end. But at the end of the day, we're kind of going through a phase where we're trying to figure out ourselves as well. Obviously, there's no secret about Joseph Allen being out. So we're trying to figure out what we're trying to do offensively. But I think our kids really showed that they'll fight no matter who's in front of them. First Academy is one of the best teams in the country. And again, I felt like we needed to give ourselves a chance to win. So we did some things to try to help that, and it did help. But at the end of the day, they had more points than us when the final whistle blew. So they won. So, moral victories isn't really for me. We lost the game, and on our schedule, it's an L, not a W. But at the end of the day, hopefully, just like all our games, why we schedule so hard, why our schedule's so tough, we want to be prepared for November and December. So I think that game, will help us in the long run.
How's the blood pressure after you said 12-8 the week before that? What was it, 16-12 over Heritage? Can you and the coaching staff, can you keep doing this moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think our biggest thing is we feel like we were in control of most of those games. Obviously, the TFA was a little different, but the Rockledge game and the Heritage game, we felt like we were in control the whole game. We gave up 2 onside kicks to Heritage. I mean, that's, it is what it is. But I think, the way we go about things and the way we played this season, we've been in control in most of the games. And again, if we could limit turnovers and force turnovers on defense, we're going to give our guys a chance every week. And that's our goal, and that's our bread and butter right now is to play discipline, play sound football, and again with our athletes, we should be able to be in any game.
Okay, let's go back to the opener where you're at Vero Beach, and look, Vero Beach is a great football team. Quarterback goes down. What you're talking about, was that coaching right there, trying to make these adjustments, especially at the quarterback position moving forward?
Yeah, it was really hard. The third offensive play of the game, he goes down after throwing a 60-yard pass. So again, it's obviously in high school, you don't get as much time and as many reps with your backups as you would like in the college world. So we have some guys here that, have been with our program a long time. But us as coaches, we got to find a way to put our best players on the field to help us win. So at halftime, we felt like, we had to control the football because they're so explosive on offense. So we coached them up and did some different things to kind of keep the ball on our side. And then we gave ourselves a chance to win. It was a 1-possession game if we got the 2-point conversion at the very end. People are trying to claim we scored late and all this stuff. No, we were in the game the whole time. And again, we didn't get that 2-point conversion to make it an 8-point game. And obviously it was a 10-point game at the end. So again, our guys fought. The biggest thing out of that game, like I said before, we don't stand on moral victories. If it's an L or if it's a W, that's what we're going off of. But again, our guys here, they fight to the end. They play really hard and they play for each other. And we think we have a great group of guys. Whether we got guys hurt or not, we feel like our guys are going to fight no matter what.
I want you to know at the Heritage game, and I think I texted you the next day, I was so proud of your football team where, okay, you gave up the onside kick late, momentum's on the other team's side, and your defense was like, no mas, no more, and you shut the door at midfield. Were you proud of your defense in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, we say it all the time here. Our guys are going to feed off us coaches. Like if we stay even keel and show that we have the composure to, hey, it doesn't matter what happens in this game, we're going to come away with a W. And I felt like our coaching staff did a great job in that instance to kind of stay calm and understand the task at hand. The task at hand was to stop them. We gave up the opening kickoff. The ball just bounced off our kids' face mask, had a wicked bounce off the turf, and they got the ball. But again, we stay even keel, and I think us as a staff, we show our guys that doesn't matter what happens, we got to still play ball. That ball's still going to get hiked the next down. So really proud of our guys, but not just defensively, but offensively as well. They play tough, and it's a physical football team, and we felt like, again, we were in control the entire game. We had to stop at the end to win the game.
Okay, I'm sorry I have to ask this. We're 5 minutes in here with Coach, and I appreciate coming on. Coach Chris Sands there with Gallie High School. They're taking on Cocoa on the road this Friday night. All right, on the scouting report. So who is your starting quarterback now? I'm confused by this, Coach. Who is it?
Xavier Larice has been the starter basically most weeks since Joseph went down. We just feel like he gives a dynamic to make plays. Xavier's a baseball kid, so he has a natural arm because he played baseball, so he can throw the football if needed. But again, we're trying to give our guys the best situation to win, whether it's throwing, passing, playing good defense, playing good special teams. We're just trying to come out with the W at the end of the game. So Xavier will be starting for us, and like he did the last couple of weeks. And again, we feel like he gives us the best chance to be successful on the field.
How important is it for his teammates to buy in? All right, Xavier's going to be our quarterback. We're going this route.
Well, I think, not just his teammates, but everyone around, this community respected Xavier for being the type of person he is. No one works harder than Xavier, and that's why he has all the accolades he has, because he treats this game like a professional game. I know he's in high school, but he does everything right to give him the best situation to be successful, and that shows at the quarterback position. So all our guys look up to him. He goes out there and plays really hard. He's a tough kid. So again, we expect our leaders to lead. And Xavier's one of those guys, and obviously our team will follow right behind our leaders.
I made a comment to Alan Slaughter-Zinski, who at Brevard Sports Network, where Xavier, all right, committed to go to Oregon. We talked to him in the offseason. You're right. He's a great kid. Athlete, defensive back. Does Oregon know? Oh, yeah, he's playing quarterback right now as well. Was that
Oregon was there last week on the sideline. So, yeah, they definitely know that. They're happy about it. Again, they understand what type of player he is, the selfless, tough, gritty player that he is, and that's why they want him. That's why every school in the country wants him. That's why he had 59 offers. Xavier's not that big. He's 5'9", 5'10", 190 pounds, but he is tough, and that's why every school in the country wanted him. That's why, obviously, he's committed to Oregon, and those guys, love that he plays quarterback, love that he's our punter, love that he's, playing defense. I mean, they love everything about him because, again, he's a football player. And, at the highest level in football, you want football players, and he's one of those guys.
If you can give insight to our fans watching this right now, you talk about Oregon's on the sideline. How do you handle that as a coach where a college team, their coaching staff wants to come to a game, wants to come to practice? How do you handle them? And how do you handle your players? Because I know that must be a lot of pressure for the player.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for us, it's pretty normal. We have guys that have play college football that are in college football right now. Brandon Brown at LSU, and Josh Roberts at FAU, and all these guys in college football. So they're used to it, especially during spring. Like our spring practices are loaded with college coaches every day, and it gives them some motivation. I say it all the time, and especially this year, our guys are self-motivated. They're self-motivated to be the next Xavier Larice, to be the next Brandon Brown. So again, I don't think there's much of a pressure. I think that our guys just need to play hard, and the talent speaks for itself.
Tell Brandon I didn't like him beating the Gators. Okay, I didn't like that one. Did you text him or anything after that?
Yeah, I mean we talk almost daily now, and he's working his tail off and getting reps, and hopefully by the end of the year he'll get significant reps. So we're excited for him. He's a really, really, really good kid. Again, obviously, turn those games on Saturday and love seeing our guys out there.
That is really cool. Have we had any helicopters on campus? I always have to ask, Coach, has that happened lately?
No, that usually happens in December and January time. But again, we're here to play football. All that other stuff is really, really, really nice. But again, we have a task at hand, and each and every week we want to put the best product on the field.
All right, let's end with this. You guys are 2-2. Like you said, it is a gauntlet of a schedule, but this Friday you have Cocoa. What are the keys to victory for you if you want to get this dub at Cocoa?
I think the biggest thing, and this is every week, again, not just with Cocoa, we got to play disciplined football. We got to have the discipline to execute what we're trying to do, whether it's offensively, defensively, or special teams wise. You got to play with great discipline and effort. I think our guys always play with effort. Obviously, this game's a emotionally driven game, coming Friday against Cocoa. But at the end of the day, I think the more disciplined team wins. And I think the talent will prevail itself. And, our guys are very prepared this week. I feel like our coaches are tremendous, and I feel like they're going to put our guys in the right situations.
What time you guys leaving campus on Friday to get up there?
To be honest, I have no idea. I haven't looked that far along in the schedule. I'm worried about what time we start practice today.
No, okay, Coach.
Yeah, but no, it's again, we're excited for it. Again, whether it's them, TFA, Vero, Merritt Island, it doesn't matter for us. We're just trying to win every game and prepare us for November and December.
Big game coming up Friday night. That's right. It is Cocoa and Gallie, 7 o'clock with the kick. It's going to be fun. But, hey, we got great games going on all throughout the county this Friday night. This guy will be on the sidelines. He's the head coach of the Gallie Commodores. He is Coach Chris Sands. Coach, thanks for your help, and good luck on the game on Friday.
Thank you so much.